What is going on, everyone? This video's topic is going to be a little bit all over the place. We're going to discuss some Eagles football, but also football in general, and we'll start with this. Last night, you had the Hall of Fame game. And when you have the football itch, it's great. It is. It's great. You hear the commentators, even though you might criticize Chris Collinsworth, right? You hear the commentators, you hear the Sunday Night Football. Right? That gets you going a little bit. You always think, should I make that my ringtone? No, let's not go that far. But the atmosphere's there. You hear the quarterback walk up to the line of scrimmage. Now, keep in mind, the quarterback is literally a nobody. But my point is, football's there. But not everyone feels this way. See, I'm in. I'm in on it. Am I going to watch all 4 quarters and really get into it? No, but it's on. It's on, whether I'm in my phone, reading articles on The Athletic, looking at Twitter. The point is, the game is on the television. Now, that's where I'm at. I want to know how you feel. Because there are some football fans, diehard football fans, that just won't touch it. Won't touch it, won't even look into it, won't even give it the time of day because it's the third stringers in week 1. It's teams you don't care about. Realistically, why would I care about the Atlanta Falcons' third linebacker on the depth chart? Or why would I care about anything related to the Denver Broncos? I don't care. But I've been having this itch for football, and it at least gives me something. I don't care who's out there. I don't care the play that's going on. It's about hearing the noise and it just being background noise and the fact that football is back. That's what gets me going with the Hall of Fame game. So I have it on, but I don't sit there and really dissect the play and who's running and, wow, look at that left tackle's block. No. I hear the noises. I hear the football sounds. I hear the broadcast. So for that reason, the game's on my television. The game is 100% on my television. There was something that did happen last night, though, that is interesting, and it will affect the NFL's regular season. And there was a challenge pass interference call. I just know that this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a mess all season long. Now, if you remember, though, last year when it comes to targeting with the helmet, I think it was way worse in the preseason than it was in the regular season. This could be the same thing. But there was a call last night. Ticky-tack. It's a judgment call. That's what bothers me. It's a judgment call. You're going to dissect a couple little hand checks by the cornerback and the receiver who are both doing some hand checking, and then you're going to have to come up with the conclusion of, okay, well, is that pass interference or is it not? Did we miss that one? It's going to be a nightmare. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's going to be a nightmare, and I'm not looking forward to it. In the preseason, you're going to see a lot of people giving it a whirl to see how it plays out. And, of course, you understand that going into these preseason games. But I'm afraid. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm afraid for what this is going to open up during the regular season. It's funny with the preseason, though, because as football fans, we say during the July months, during the June months, the summer months, give me training camp. Because at least it's football. Give me training camp. I need football. Give me something football related. And we finally get to training camp, and then what do you think? Whew, get me to a preseason game. I just need football. And then we'll eventually get to an Eagles game, and how do you think that's going to play out in your mind? Come on, just get me to the regular season. Right? That's how it goes. It's so funny how our mind works. We realistically, at the end of the day, we just want our regular season to start, so it means something. But I'm looking forward to the Eagles' first preseason game. Although, 1 quarter in, 2 quarters in, when I'm watching the 8th string players trying to battle it out, well, of course, I'll be invested because I'm a crazy psychopath. But still, a little bit of me is thinking, all right. When it's late 4th quarter and, nobody's out there on the field. But I will still, obviously, stay involved. Let's talk about something that occurred with the Eagles. Let's get a little Eagles in us here. The Eagles make a move, and they go out and get Jonathon Cyprien. Safety, did go through an injury and realistically trying to get back from that. Hard-hitting dude. And attacking the safety depth. Not death, depth. I wonder what this means. I don't think it has anything to do with what they're seeing out of Sandejo or any of the other veteran safety guys they picked up. Who was the other one? Countess from the Rams. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Clearly, I don't think it has anything to do with Malcolm Jenkins or Ronnie McLeod. This is just a clear depth move. Let's get some safeties back there. Let's get some veteran guys back there. I wonder if last year, going through that cornerback problem where we were picking guys up off the street, I wonder if that's playing through their mind. Get guys. Get guys. Get veteran guys, too. I know we hit on LeBlanc last year, but let's be real. Your numbers aren't going to give you that. Statistically, you're not going to go out and grab guys like LeBlanc who can come in and really give you anything. We got lucky, and it worked, and I'm glad. But you can't go with that mindset every year and expect to pick someone up like that if need be. So go out and grab these veteran players and give them a shot. I mean, realistically, before the injury, he was a really good safety, hard-hitting dude. He makes you earn every inch out there. Makes you earn every yard. So maybe they're just giving it a shot. Listen, we'll give it a shot. What's it hurt? What's it hurt? It's either he works out for us or, all right, it doesn't. But there's no negative in trying. To me, it's fine to grab the depth. Because you never know. We've seen a ton of injuries. And I think he's a better player than Sendejo. I think he's a better player than Countess. So if he works out, he's third on the chart. Good move by Howie. It's an off day, and Howie's still making moves. Howie doesn't sleep, all right? There's no such thing as an off day for Howie Roseman. Lastly, let's get into this. The top 100 was finished. And you'll take a look at the Eagles players. We know Carson Wentz was at 96. We all talked about the obnoxious difference from 3 to 96. Jason Kelce, 72. Zach Ertz, 40. And 28, Fletcher Cox. And Fletcher Cox comes out and says, there's no way there's 27 players that are better than me. And this is how I feel on the top 100. First off, the players vote, right? Which is fair. But you got to respect position. See, it's similar to the argument with basketball. Who's the greatest player of all time? Well, people want to throw big guys from back in the day, right? Will and things of that nature. You can't compare a center to a shooting guard, small forward. It's just a completely different game out there. And when it comes to the position of defensive tackle, yeah, you can be very powerful, but you're not a receiver. You're not a running back. You're not a quarterback. Those players are splashier. That's just reality. Those players are splashier. So when you look at the top 10 players, 10 was Von Miller, 9 Julio Jones, 8 Aaron Rodgers, 7 Antonio Brown, 6 Tom Brady, 5 Todd Gurley, which is a little high in my opinion, 4 Pat Mahomes, 3 Khalil Mack, 2 Drew Brees, 1 Aaron Donald. To me, it's realistically, as great as Aaron Donald is, he is very, very athletic and very powerful and almost unstoppable. Quarterbacks are way more important than Aaron Donald. If you have a Super Bowl offense, but you don't have Aaron Donald on defense, you just say you replace him with someone who's just average, a Tim Jernigan, you're probably still winning the Super Bowl. There's just things that are a little bit more important. So I respect Fletcher Cox for having that mentality. 28's fine. You're a defensive tackle. And you're a beast. I get it. And listen, at the end of the day, this all doesn't matter. But that's how I feel about it. It's hard to compare positions in football because, first off, there's so many positions. I talked about it in basketball, and yeah, there's a difference between your center position and your small forward like LeBron or your shooting guards that make the Hall of Fame and whatnot. But for football, there's so many different ways to attack it. How come there's no cornerbacks on here? There's cornerbacks that are dominant as hell. I don't see them on here. I even put down the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th overall players. Bobby Wagner, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins. So it's a fluky thing. It really is. Because how do you compare positions? But listen, it's nice to see 4 of our guys on there. Where was Malcolm Jenkins, though? Also, I hate to be that guy. But did anyone see Dak Prescott on the list? No? Okay. Just asking. Asking for a friend. At the end of the day, though, I want to hear your thoughts on these topics. I want to hear your thoughts on the Hall of Fame game. Are you a Hall of Fame type guy? How do you value it? Do you even turn it on? Are you a one-quarter type of person, or do you just have it on for background noises because you understand that the sound just reminds you of football? I want to hear your thoughts on the signing. Howie Roseman, never sleeping, doing his job. I want to hear your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles that made the list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I will see you next time.